The Boeing 717 is a regional airliner that can trace its route through Boeing and McDonnell Douglas all the way back to the 1960s. And with only 2 airlines still operating the type, how good is it in the 21st century?
And that's why we're here in Atlanta, Georgia, to take Delta 717 from here in Atlanta over to Savannah. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Let's go.
As we make our way from our hotel to Atlanta Airport, let me fill you in on the Boeing 717. You see, despite being made by Boeing, the 717 can actually trace its routes back through the McDonnell Douglas DC-9 family of aircraft. The only 2 airlines still operating the type is Delta, that we are on today, and Hawaiian Airlines.
Alright, buddy. Delta. Thank you very much, buddy. And here we are then at Atlanta Airport, which is lit up in the Delta colors, which is very, very nice. It is actually the busiest airport in the world. But anyway, we're gonna go get through TSA. Don't need to get checked in, been checked in online. We're only in economy in the short flight over to Savannah. Delta do offer a first class, but I don't think it's gonna be a proper first class on what is essentially a 40-minute flight. It's a 1 hour total flight time, 1 hour 10 minutes. So I think only about 40 of that is gonna be in the air. But anyway, let's go get through TSA and get a coffee, because I really need one. It's the morning after AvCon, I haven't had much sleep at all. I'm getting my words mixed up and I haven't had coffee, so definitely need a coffee. Here we are then in Atlanta Airport. We've just gone through TSA, which is really actually pretty easy. I've been hearing scare stories about TSA in Atlanta, but I can imagine later in the day it does get really busy. It only took me about 5 minutes. Looked like there was both TSA and ICE on the working the thing. ICE were checking the passports, and then TSA were doing the actual checks. So both just doing what they can while situation. I don't know what the situation is like people aren't getting paid or something. I don't know, but they seem to make it work, so that's good at least. I just hope that if anybody's not being paid, they get paid. Everybody should get paid for their work.
Getting to the people mover known as the plane train, it was clear that this morning it was trying to vibe with me.
The next stop is Concourse C. C as in coffee, which is available on all concourses.
Just gotten ourselves off the plane train, which has some very, very corny announcements, but hey ho, each to their own, I guess. I left plenty of time just in case TSA was a bit mad, but don't need it in the end. Should say at this point why I'm doing the 717. Well, the 717 is only in service still with Delta and Hawaiian. Now, I was in Hawaii a couple of years ago, last year, and I completely forgot to do a 717. So while I was in Atlanta for AvCon, which was fantastic by the way, and if I sound a bit hoarse with my voice, it's because I've been talking and shouting all day yesterday. But as I'm in Atlanta and the 717 is based here, I thought, why not get on a 717 on the way back up to Boston? So that's what we're doing. We're heading on the first leg on the 717 over to Savannah. But anyway, I need a coffee. Let's go find coffee. Thank goodness, it does look like there's more places here to get coffee, so yeah, let's go get one, because I desperately need a coffee. Morning, how are you doing? Can I get a... Yeah, can I get a coffee as well, please?
Want any cream and sugar for your coffee?
No, just black, please.
I got it. It's $13.80, please.
Perfect, thank you. Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, set myself down now. Got myself some coffee, which is sorely needed. And then got about half an hour until the flight, so we go to the gate after I've had my coffee.
I also got myself what turned out to be the worst breakfast so far this year. This was just a chemical tasting mess. Give me a full Scottish over this any day of the week. With my coffee had and my breakfast rant over, it was time to head to the gate. And getting to the gate, our flight was on the board with our Boeing 717 waiting on stand.
Here's our Boeing 717 to take us down to Savannah. First time ever on a 717. It looks pretty nice aircraft, I must say. But anyway, let's go get on board.
And not too long, we were called by group for boarding.
Hello.
Good day.
Perfect, thank you.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning.
Getting on board the 717 of Delta Airlines, the seating is arranged in a 3-2 config.
Here we are then on the Boeing 717 of Delta Airlines. The seats are pretty small. I would imagine it's a regional aircraft. But the actual cabin space is not too bad, to be honest. I'll just show you around the seat real quickly. You've got a tray table, as you can see. You've got a seat back pocket, and you've got some leg room. Apart from the bar that's here, you've got some decent amount of leg room. You've also got a universal power outlet, which is very nice to have for a regional aircraft type. I really appreciate that. The seats actually do also recline a little bit, but it's like the smallest amount of recline I've ever seen on an aircraft, ever. It's like this much. That's it. Sort of like not worth having. Such a tiny amount. But anyway, this should be perfect for this short flight up to or over to Savannah. Looking forward to this one. Never been on a 717 before.
Soon we were pushing back for departure, and as you'll soon see, Atlanta is very much a hub for the 717. But for now, I'll let you hear these engines fire up. Just quickly, if you're liking this video, then why not go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date with all my travels, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. Taking off out of Atlanta on this little pocket rocket of an aircraft, we begin our 40-minute flight over to Savannah.
Okay, we have taken off out of Savannah now. The engines are super loud. I can't really say anything. I can't hear myself speak or think. But what a noise that is. That is a fantastic noise. But anyway, we're taking off out of Atlanta. Flight time over to Savannah should be about 40 minutes. Yeah. Oh, I love this engine.
There really isn't any service on this flight. In fact, we were told to remain seated for the whole flight, and as you can see from the cabin, this old bird has seen better days. If you've made it this far into the video, then why not consider becoming a YouTube channel member or a Patreon? It all goes into making videos like this one, plus you'll be getting access to some exclusive content.
Okay, we have just begun our descent to Savannah. Should be on the ground in about 10 minutes. Been a really good flight, this one. Been a really good experience. This isn't a flight review, this is just me wanting to get on a Boeing 717, so another aircraft ticked off the list, which was really nice. Anyway, should be on the ground in Savannah pretty soon.
Landing into Savannah, I should say that while this flight is very short, it is actually quite pricey, coming in at $274 one way. Normally I wouldn't dream of paying that for such a short flight. However, to get on an aircraft that could very well become extinct soon, I feel it's worth it for a one-off. But you let me know down below, what's the strangest aircraft you've been on? I'd love to hear your stories.
That's great, thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Here we are then, welcome to Savannah. What did you make of that Boeing 717 flight? I thought it was pretty cool. Of course, we're not on that kind of flight for the service, it's too short for anything like that. We're basically just on it to enjoy the aircraft, and what an aircraft it was. But anyway people, I've got a connecting flight, so I'm going to leave you here. You let me know what you thought of the Boeing 717 down below, and you let me know what you thought of this video. And if you did like this video people, you should check out this video here. And as always people, we will see you all in the next one.